Monday, KD scored 33 points off the bench in the Nets win over the Suns. Brooklyn has had a revolving door of their superstars and injuries, including James Harden for the last 10 games, but they're still the #1 seed in the East, Acho. Joined now by Fox NBA analyst Slick Rick the Bucher. But Acho, who's more important to the Nets' success, Kevin Durant or James Harden?
This one is tough, but for me, it goes to KD. In the regular season, you could argue James Harden, but it's KD, and it's KD very simply. The last 8 games of James Harden's last 8 seasons, he's lost by a combined 16 points. Elimination games, if you will, because they're in the playoffs, and at that point in time, you're on the verge of being eliminated. KD, his last 3 seasons, this ending of the season was fighting to win an NBA championship, fighting so much so that he tore his Achilles and had to sacrifice a season in the middle of his prime, or winning an NBA Finals MVP, or winning another NBA Finals MVP. Conversely, James Harden, he has gone 2 of 13 twice over the course of elimination games. Remember, James Harden was on a team that missed a historical 27 consecutive three-pointers in a game in which you had to win. KD could not fix his lips, his arms, his elbows, or his follow-through to miss 27 or be a part of a team that misses 27 consecutive threes. James Harden, he going 2 for 13 in elimination games. KD fires off on people on Twitter, then drops 31 points on 17 shots. It's just the difference in the cloth in which they are cut from. James Harden has been historically healthier, especially as of late, outside of this hamstring, which we know he will return from, soft tissue injury. But when it comes down to the real games, the important games, needing that killer and that killer instinct, give me Kevin Durant.
Acho, I agree with you. I'm glad you went with the numbers, and I appreciate the fact that I always wondered what Santa Claus would look like if he decided to go double-breasted suit. Now I have an idea. I appreciate you. I'm not going to go numbers. I'm simply going to go, when you look at the combinations, the experience, there's only one guy when it comes to the Nets championship or the top caliber players, there's only one guy who has championship experience, and that's Kevin Durant, twice over. He knows what it takes to get there. He knows what a championship team looks like. I'm just going to go by feels. You went numbers, I'm going to go feels. When you say Kyrie and James Harden, are they going to lead you to a championship? You're like, meh. Then you say KD and James Harden, could they lead you to a championship? You're like, And then if you go KD, Kyrie, could that lead you to a championship? There's the possibility there when you have Kevin Durant, because he's done it, and he's done it on the biggest stage. And let's keep in mind, when the Warriors couldn't win it, who did they go recruit? They went and recruited Kevin Durant. When Kyrie wanted to go to Brooklyn, who did he want to join up with him? KD. When KD and Kyrie were in Brooklyn, where did James Harden want to go? He wanted to go to Brooklyn. All roads lead to Kevin Durant being the guy that everybody sees as the difference maker, and that's why I see him as the most important.
I'm with you, Slick. I sat there and suffered through this conversation. And him and then this combination, all that, and I was like, tomato, tomato, oh, God, James Durant, Kevin Harden, I try to mix them together. I say, all right, forget it. It's KD, baby. I mean, one, just in jest, the nicknames tell it all. Like, Slim Reaper, what? Durantula, people scared of spiders and death. The beard, ain't nobody scared of nobody beard. Uncle Drew, ain't nobody scared of nobody drunk uncle. Like, so the point is, even the nicknames tell you better look out for who KD is. And who is KD? Man, we already know, when healthy, the best player in the NBA currently right now. His usage rates, because a lot of people want to talk about, oh, well, he's coming off an injury and he only plays in spot duty, but his usage rate this season is the highest since 2013, 2014, averaging 27.5 points a game. It was really simple, too, when you start to really look at it in totality. Like, Harden went where KD was for a reason. Nobody leaves home unless there's a reason to leave home. And KD has left home before. He left OKC for opportunity, championship opportunity. Then he left over there in Golden State for another opportunity to build and to grow with some other stars. Why did Harden leave OKC? He wanted an opportunity. He wanted to be a sixth man the rest of his career. And why did he leave Houston? Houston. James Harden, the beard, left Houston for a championship opportunity. But he went to join forces with Slim Reaper, the Durantula. And that's who it is in this situation, man. There's nowhere you put KD on the court where you say there are not going to be buckets. He's not going to make it rain. So Kevin Durant, better of the two players by the slimmest, Slim Reaper of margins, but you still got to go with the guy, the 7-footer that's unguardable.
Well, here's the one added piece why I believe KD goes over the top, which is what Harden has done to this point with the Brooklyn Nets. I see why we would have a debate about this, but it's a matter of where they want to go. And what they have to improve on is the fact that they are still rated, according to Basketball Reference, the 25th best efficient or most efficient defense in the league. That has to improve. And there's one guy among their 3 stars who has demonstrated that he can play championship caliber defense. I will remind you, Kevin Durant was the leading shot blocker on the 2 championship teams with the Warriors. He knows what it looks like, and he's demonstrated that he can get it done. So if you're asking me between the 2, who's got the better chance of improving the Nets defense to the level it needs to be? You tell me James Harden, and I'm laughing. If you say KD, I can say, well, at least I've seen it before.
Exactly. I mean, championship success, know what it means to be in those moments and what to do in those situations. That's something KD already has in his DNA. That's something James Harden is aspiring to do, and he can only do it with KD on his squad. Coming up, should the Patriots draft a quarterback to compete with Cam Newton? Who wrote